Hey, what's up, everyone? So today I'm just going to talk about how important it is to stay focused, how important it is to know what your perspective is, okay? So it's really important to be able to know who you are, okay? Growing up, I had this assumption that my uncle, who was really inspiring to me when I was depressed, and I was sitting down nervous, and I didn't feel like anyone really had a right to speak to me because I was so down on myself. When I was in that type of emotional state, my uncle comes up to me and he sits next to me. Says, "Hey man, why are you acting like that? Why do you feel so bad?" Gives me a hug. "It's okay." Boom! Wait, why did you do that? Who are you? And then one day I was like, "Dude, what's your astrology sign?" Because I have known about mine forever, whatever, Scorpio or whatever. Okay, but my uncle, he's like, "I'm an Aries." And I was like, "But I'm not compatible with Aries." Right? I was like, "Hey man, I'm not compatible with an Aries. Why would I be cool with him?" And so I went deep on that. And then I went deep into it. I put my heart into it to try to find out why. What sense does that make? So I'm pissed. And I just study all the signs, right? I study them like hardcore, man. So I can get a perspective on who I am. Because I want to know now. Because if it was just like he's a Taurus, then cool. He's a Taurus and that's his personality. But believe it or not, like, I have to mention this other story after this, but dude, my uncle basically made me study astrology because he didn't give a shit about it. He's like, "Oh," one day, like, I walk up to him, like, I'll ask my mom or my dad or something. I'm like, "Hey, what's my uncle's birthday?" "Oh, okay." And I look it up, and he's a Taurus. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, so angry. Why would he lie to me like that? Like, he was the only one who was close to me. So I go super deep again. Nobody talked to me. That type of vibe. For a few years, okay? I'm surprised I'm remembering this now, but the reason why I think I'm remembering it is because of something I saw this morning, okay? So this dude, Steve Harvey, right? He was, he had a stuttering problem, okay? And he, he wanted to be special, you know? He obviously is. He's pretty kick-ass right now, right? Okay, so what he did, though, is, I might have to break down his chart later, but besides that, but what he did, the thing that inspired me, it literally broke me down in tears this morning. I was really messed up this morning thinking about it, you know? And it's what's motivating me to speak out right now, okay? It motivated me into thinking about my uncle, It really pulled me out of this slump I was in this morning. Like, I feel like me now. I am me. I know who I am. And I feel comfortable in myself. And it's awesome. And I'm super grateful for that. Anyway, saying that to say this story. It's a whole story. It's a whole thing. God, I hope it ends soon. Because I like telling stories, especially when it's not my story. I love talking about my stories. Okay, I was watching this motivational video earlier this morning, okay? And Steve Harvey was talking about how this teacher said that, oh, he has a stuttering problem. And he wrote down some stuff. And he said that he wanted to be on TV, right? And the teacher was like, "What? Do you know anyone who's on TV?" And he's like, "No." Because all his friends, they said they wanted to be firemen, they wanted to be nurses, they want to be a police officer and all that stuff, right? And then the teacher's like, "Do you know anyone?" And he's like, "No." "Then why do you think that you can?" And he's like, "I don't know. How kids are, right?" And his mom, and then the teacher said something that hurt him. She said, "You're starting shit." That's what she tells him. You're starting shit. You're stirring the shit pot, right? So she tells him that, right? And that tears him up. And then she's like, "I'm going to go tell your mom." So he gets home and his mom starts chewing him out. What did you do? Why are you trying to say you want to be different? Why are you trying to say you want to be special and shit? And he's like, you know, and then the mom's like, I'm gonna tell your dad, right? So she tells his dad. Okay, this is where it gets good. Okay, so she tells his dad, and his dad is like, so okay, right? When she tells him what he did, he's like, okay. And then he's like, son, go to your room, right? So he goes to his room, and then when his mom's gone or whatever, dad goes in there, and he tells him, he says, look, son, what did that lady want you to say? I don't know, Pop. She wanted me to tell him that I want to be a police officer and a nurse or something like all the other kids, right? And he's like, go do that, and then write down what you really want and put it in a cabinet next to your bed. You know, keep it a secret. You know, because everybody out there is trying to get you. Well, most people are. You know, it's scary to see someone growing. It's scary as fuck. Because you never know what that person's going to do later, you know? So that's what he said. And the reason why I brought that story up is because, look, even though my uncle did something annoying and he lied to me, he still inspired me, you know? I don't have any sons. I have all daughters. My uncle doesn't have any sons. He has all daughters, too. Uncle Roy, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. God bless you, man. You're fucking amazing. I really appreciate it. I don't know what else I could say. Like, I hope you see this. I love you. Okay, but he reached out to me being a son. I'm the son of his brothers, you know? I'm his brother's son, you know? And he reaches out to me like, okay, I'm grateful I have a son in my brother's son. You know, and I could feel that energy. And I could feel his intention coming to me and giving me that hug. I could feel it. Okay? And I also wanted to mention, really quick, that he is a Taurus. I don't know what the rest of his chart looks like, but I should. But I'm still a little salty because he lied about it. You know, he said he was an Aries. You know? But yeah, he was definitely embodying that energy. You know? I'm really grateful that he was there to inspire me, okay? And the reason why I brought this whole damn shit story up, all of those stupid stories, the reason why I brought them up is because I felt intention through someone, okay? And every time I speak to someone that, in my opinion, fits my birth chart, they help me resonate with who I am. If I'm in a lower state or if I'm in a higher state, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to be able to resonate off of their energy and become more of who I am. Because that's what my goal is. And goddamn it, I hope that's what everyone's goal is. Because I just want to see everyone grow. You know, I want everyone to get out of that dark mental state that they're in. And I want them to be where they're supposed to be. Okay? So that's the reason why I felt like I had to mention this whole perspective today. It's just really important. You can't just live life at the bottom and then just think that's all there is, because it's not all there is. There's a lot more, but you have to be able to understand who you are so that you can reach that other level. I just really want everyone to be more motivated, man. It's really important to use astrology to motivate yourself, okay? You can only do so much by knowing who you are. You have to know your surroundings. If someone's beating the crap out of you emotionally, you have to know why. Because if you don't know why, what's going to happen to you? You won't know. You won't know until it happens. You have to wait. Why don't you just learn now so you know when that person affects you, the reason why you're hurting is because their personality isn't like yours. So it throws you off. It's really that simple. It's not that complicated, you know? It's really important. It's really important to remember and to accept, okay? That way you can, you know, pop up to the next level and be ready for the next obstacle, you know? Take your friend and go over that obstacle with them. It's easier to jump a fence if you have someone watching your back when you jump so you don't hurt yourself when you fall kind of vibe, you know? Ugh. I just love you guys so much, you know. And I just want everyone to know that it's really important to know yourself, man, and to know others, because they are part of you. Everybody's a part of you. I'm a part of you, you know, and do something inspiring for someone, okay? Do it for me if you do. If you have to do it for someone, if you can't think of anyone to do it for me, okay? Hey, have a great night. I love you and blessings.